When should Miles Morales become Spider-Man in the MCU? Miles has definitely built up his own legacy over the years, with him leading the Spider-Verse movies and even his own video game. I think the next big step would be to have him join the MCU, but when should this happen? First, let's assume Sony is willing to cooperate, which may be wishful thinking, given the fact that Peter Parker is still fairly early into his career as Spider-Man, and the fact that the Home trilogy essentially acts as his origin story, with Aunt May telling him the classic "with great power comes great responsibility" line in No Way Home. I think it would make sense for Peter to have a bit more time growing into his own as Spider-Man before he becomes a mentor to Miles, which is what I think should happen. So I don't think Miles should show up in Brand New Day. And that's also because Brand New Day seems to have a lot going on already, with the Hulk, the Punisher, Sadie Sink's character, and more. Not to mention, Kevin Feige said that Marvel Studios isn't even allowed to use Miles until the Spider-Verse trilogy ends, which won't be until June 18th, 2027 when Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out. So if not Brand New Day, when should Miles show up? Well, we need to take into account how long Tom Holland is going to want to play Spider-Man for. I would like for him to do another trilogy, but who knows how likely that is. I say that because over the years, he's hinted at wanting to retire playing the character sooner than later. But not too long ago, his answer was a bit more vague and up in the air. As he said, "In terms of my future in the character beyond this film, I don't know the answer to that." But if Tom does do another trilogy, I think Spider-Man 5 specifically could be a good time to bring Miles in, while still having it be a Peter Parker story. It could be the movie where you introduce the character along with Jefferson Davis and Rio Morales. You could have him meet Peter for the first time and we could see him get his powers. This could lead into Spider-Man 6 being a dual-led Spider-Man movie, similar to Insomniac's Spider-Man 2, and potentially lead to Miles being the main character of the Spider-Man movie after that. Even after Miles takes the focus, I would still like Peter to show up here and there, assuming Tom Holland is up for it. I don't want Tom to stop starring in these movies, I'm just trying to be realistic here. Regardless, I'm excited to see Peter Parker continue to grow as a character in the MCU, and to see Miles Morales show up for the first time. So tell me what you think in the comment section.